family, friends, faculty, and the all-stars in the room, my fellow math majors. Greetings. My name is Vadala-Roth, and I say that not because you can say you met me when a famous theorem is named after me, but because I haven't met many of you, and I feel that we have not been properly introduced. Yes, for some of you, we actually have not been introduced, as you are relatives and peers of those being honored today. But I also say it to my fellow math majors. It has been a short 4 years, a set of 4 years. No, let's be more precise. The set is ordered. A series of 4 years. Wait, I mean a sequence of 4 years. Yes, a sequence. They're the same thing anyway, if you don't know that. This college has been a sequence of 4 years that I spent doing work mostly on my own. A sequence of 4 years that I spent quietly in my classes, not talking to my peers or professors. A sequence of 4 years where the set of my connections in the math department was finite and countable. To that note, I repeat what the character Bilbo Baggins once said to his fellow hobbits. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. I don't know about you, but when I first read that line, I started drawing Venn diagrams all over the place, trying to understand all those fractions and whatnot. But then I began thinking about it, and when I was turning it over in my head, I thought about all the similarities between Lord of the Rings and our math department. You see, Bilbo lives in a hole in the ground, and you math majors study and work in a hole in the ground called 111 Cummington Mall. Bilbo unintentionally develops an affinity for rings, and we in the math department study rings. Bilbo fights giant spiders with a sword that lights up when it senses danger. And all math majors have to fight giant spiders with a sword that lights up when it senses danger in order to graduate. The comparisons are really uncanny. However, lastly, Bilbo learns that collaborative efforts in research and problem solving are frequently more fruitful than those undertaken alone. And this is much like in the field of mathematics, where adventures across the world are best accompanied by jolly and soulful groups of dwarves. Wait, I think I read that book completely wrong. Before I go on, though, let me fix one thing I said earlier. Now that we're done with college, I should be referring to you as mathematicians and not math majors. That's a pretty cool word, mathematician, right? Sounds like a superhero. No? Guess it's just me. But that's part of what makes this weekend so great. There are cool words for everyone. Biology majors are now biologists. Economics majors are now economists. English majors now Englishmen. Math majors are now mathematicians. Think about our business cards. For example, mine would say, Ben Vadala-Roth, mathematician, slayer of giant spiders. That sounds pretty important to me. Now, as fully qualified mathematicians, we're expected, nay, morally obligated, to be experts on anything mathematical. This is a tall order. It means that we need to help everyone with their math homework. This means using our reasoning skills to make sound judgments. And most importantly, and rather unfortunately, it means calculating the tip whenever we go out to eat with our friends. In fact, these may be the only things that some of you do after graduation that are even remotely mathematical. Not all of us will go on to study mathematics further. But our major is just so applicable that I find it hard to believe that some of you won't benefit from studying mathematics. By applicable, I am not necessarily alluding to the utility of applied math or statistics. As math majors, mathematicians that is, we learn some valuable and profound things that few other students at BU learn. Things such as creating sound proofs, both inductive and deductive. We learn about symmetry and patterns. We learn how to think abstractly. We learn the mathematics behind puzzling mysteries. Mysteries such as why 6 is afraid of 7. For those of you who don't know, it's because 7, 8, 9. I can show you the proof, but not too many of you will be able to understand it. We have learned in the sequence of 4 years. Perhaps for some of you, you have learned much. For others, not so much. But I hope that everyone here who is receiving a degree today can say that they had to change the way they thought at least a few times in order to find an answer. I hope that there was a problem in your studies that came across as simply unconquerable, and whether or not you solved it, I hope it kept you up at night. And to anyone who can say that they've experienced these things, it is inevitably by the grace of Boston University, the Math and Stat Department and its professors, but also by ourselves. For it was we who did it, we were the ones who were challenged, it is we who earned our degrees. And by we, I mean the computational search engine, Wolfram Mathematics. Congratulations.